So now that we've gone through just the general sort of prelude into what I want to show here, I want to now start showing you how all of this works, and we'll go through a number of different scenarios within the system and build up on this. Now, what I'm going to show is I'm going to show really the a request coming in, some of the mechanics of the request, how we plan these projects out to give you an idea of the capabilities that we have, and then the execution of the work order within the system. So let's start off, and we'll look at the first. Really, we'll orient ourselves to the asset management capabilities that I'm going to be showing you. Now, what I've got here is I've got a view into Dynamics 365, and I've streamlined my main page here and added a couple of different things. So we've got a number of workspaces here that we're going to be using as we're preparing things within the system. And I've gone out, and we can have a dashboard that's showing us all of our operations. So in other words, all of our active assets, all of our pending assets, the open maintenance schedule lines that we have, and then some other details. But also what I've got here is I've got a view here which allows me to see all of my active assets running and where they are within the world in this case. So this is just actually a Power App that I created, and it's going out and it's showing me all of the assets that I have, and you can see that I've got a containerized system over here in the US, and then also I have a couple of cell towers which we'll be working on down here in Africa. Now, also what I have is I've got a view that I can have of all of my assets and all of my equipment. So I could go out and just look for a certain, in this case, some cell towers that I have. And then I can look at the details here. I can look at the sub-assets and the asset details. And then also I can drill into anything like, for example, like the functional location. So this is actually the model-driven app for the asset management that's going over through dual write over to Dataverse. But you can see here that I've got a view of everything that I've got here in this asset structure. And I like this because it sort of gives me an overview of what this asset looks like. Now, also we can go out and, let me just go back here. Also, I've got other areas where I could actually look at my field work orders. So I'm sort of blending here the asset management work orders and the field service work orders that we're going to be maintaining. So I can go and look at this and see what's actually being worked on, what has been posted to this, what service tasks have been performed. And then, in addition to this, something else that we may want to be able to do is we may want to look at the schedule board. So we want to see what tasks have been assigned to people, what work is unscheduled, and then also we could go back here and look at work that's being assigned to the different people within the organization. So this is the field component of the asset management. Now, also we can go and we can sort of start using these to manage our day-to-day life. So what I've got here is I've got a maintenance request management dashboard, and this is my starting point for the day as a maintenance planner. So if I look at this, then we can see all of our maintenance requests, but also I can go out and I can see the maintenance requests that have been created since yesterday. Now, if I look at that, then we're going to see all the requests, and we can actually see that we've got a maintenance request here for an installation of a new cell phone tower. So if I look at this hasn't been converted over to a work order yet, but we're starting to see some information. We don't actually have a functional location or an asset associated with that because this is just a maintenance request. And we can see the cell phone tower that's supposed to be worked on, and we've got some information around the planner within the system. So I can go out and I can update this maintenance request, and I can start approving this. So I can say this in progress. There's still a little bit of work that I need to do before I release this out, because we need to do a little bit of project planning along the way. Now, this part of the work that I need to do here is I need to go out and start setting up some of this information. So what we want to do is we want to create this new functional location in the system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my functional locations within the application. And that should pop up in just a second. And what I'm going to, let me try that once more.